Yo, what's up guys, it's the Goblin. I have a 54 Gunstreak for you guys playing some 6v6 domination on the map Lockdown. This is from one of my live streams, but before I get started, I just gotta let you guys know about this new channel that I called. It's YouTube's first channel, 100% dedicated to soccer coverage worldwide, or for some of you it's called football, obviously. It's called Kick TV, and I got a whole little teaser video about the channel. Check it out right here.
This is Kick TV, your home for global soccer on the web.
Montero,
After testing these out,
I'll give these 4 out of 5. For what? What are you talking about?
you're watching Kick TV.
subscribe. No.
If you're into soccer, you gotta go subscribe. They have game highlights, news, player interviews, gear reviews, they have everything. Click on the annotation on the screen right now to go and subscribe to their channel. Alright guys, let's get into the gameplay now. So like I said, this is a 54 gun streak on the map Lockdown. This is a very old gameplay from one of my live streams, playing with some subscribers. I'm actually running out of gameplay, so I'm going to start live streaming some more and playing with you guys and all that sort of good stuff. So I'm using the MP7 with the silencer and the rapid fire. And the rapid fire, you know, lets people know it only increases your rate of fire by like 10 or 12%. Compared to like a PP90 or a P90 where you get like a 20%, or I think it might even be 25% increase in the rate of fire. So rapid fire on the MP7 isn't really necessary, but the reason that I use it, it's just like, you know, 10%, that's still going to kill them 10% faster. Plus it helps you get that first shot off, because it just seems like with you have rapid fire, the bullets are just coming out faster. I don't know if they actually do, it just seems like it'll help you get the first shot off on the enemy. I like to run the silencer and the rapid fire, the Goblinator class as I like to call it, and silencer extended mags on some other sort of stuff like ground war, and you're going to be running into multiple enemies. So what I want to talk about today is the first thing. If this video hits 1,000 likes, I'm going to be hosting an open lobby on the weekend. And what an open lobby is basically I will tweet it out, I will put it on Facebook. So if you guys don't follow me on Twitter or like my Facebook page, you guys should go and do either of those or both if you have both, so you can be notified of when I'm going to be playing with you guys in the open lobbies. And basically an open lobby is we'll get like 18 people in there, play private matches, maybe play ground war, play some fun games. So if we can get this video to 1,000 likes, I'll be doing that, and that'll be lots of fun, and hopefully you guys will enjoy that. So remember to like the video, and let's get into the topic for today, which is my gaming history. So lots of people have asked me, you know, I know some of my friends on YouTube, there's the Moab, still got 30 more kills to go, but I know some of my friends on YouTube came from, you know, they used to play like professional or competitively on PC games like Counter-Strike and all that stuff, and I have a completely different background. So let's just start it off in the beginning and see how far we get. So when I was 5 years old, I got my Game Boy, the first ever Game Boy. I had Donkey Kong on that, and that was basically when I started gaming, and I played that for quite a while, and eventually my grandma had a not Super Nintendo, just the NES, the Nintendo Entertainment System, which is like the first one. It's right after Atari, but it was before Super Nintendo, and I think we just sold that like a couple months ago, but that thing was awesome. We had like 80 games, you know, hockey, Super Mario, like Duck Hunt, where it had like an actual kind of like a Wii remote with a duck thing, or not a duck thing, with like a gun, and you could shoot the screen. So that was tons of fun playing on the Nintendo. Then eventually I got some better systems. I got into the Sega Genesis, which is one that was a cheap system that I got when I was younger too. And on Sega Genesis I would play lots of different games, mostly like sports games, you know, NHL 95, NHL 94, NBA, I forget what the game was called, but it's NBA like Superstars or something, and I would play those sorts of games. And then I got, you know, I saved up my money and eventually was able to get a GameCube, or a Dreamcast first off, the Sega Dreamcast. Not many people know about that system, but the graphics were insane for the time. I mean, they have graphics that could compete with the Xbox maybe right now, and that I was playing lots of since it was Sega, I was playing lots of Sonic the Hedgehog and stuff like that on there. And then eventually I worked up my way to the GameCube, and on the GameCube is when I sort of started getting into the shooter games. I had James Bond, 007 Nightfire, James Bond, some other James Bond games, and I would play those with my cousin, and it was lots of fun playing those games. And that's kind of when I got into shooters. And then the next thing that I got was, I got into I had the GameCube, then I got the Wii, and first off I got the PS2, because I saw the NHL 10 or something was out, or NHL 11. It had great graphics on the PS3, but I couldn't afford a PS3, so I got a PS2, and the graphics sucked crap on the PS2. I was like, oh my god, I got ripped off. And PS2, just I still have it out in the living room, I think. Then eventually I ended up buying an Xbox to be able to play NHL, and that just sat around. You know, I didn't play Call of Duty until I got Call of Duty 4, and you guys have all heard my gaming history on Call of Duty, so I'll go over that in a future video if you guys want me to go over more elaborate into that. But yeah, that's kind of when I got into Xbox. And we also have a Wii, and I would play the Wii quite a bit, like Super Smash Bros. Melee and stuff, like 3 or 4 years ago when the Wii first came out. So that's kind of where I've come from in game, and I also played a couple of PC games, mainly Crossfire with my cousin. And what Crossfire is like the poor man's version of Counter-Strike. It's like a free version, and I still played it a little bit with Refresh HD like a couple months ago. We downloaded it again on our laptops and started playing it. That game is terrible. The hit detection is brutal. But, you know, that's kind of my gaming history. I want to know, you guys in the comments, let me know, what is your gaming history? You know, what games did you guys start out with? I'm very interested. Did you guys ever play, like, professionally or competitively? You guys might have just started out on Black Ops or MW3, or maybe you guys started way back in the Nintendo days like I did. So let me know what your guys' video game history is. That was more like the consoles. I also played on, you know, Game Boy Advance, PSP, and all the portable things that I played on. And now you can get like those games on iPhone that are actually like good quality, like PSP games for the iPhone. I think like I my iPod Touch, I had like World at War Zombies, and I would play that sometimes at school and stuff. But yeah, let me know about your guys' gaming history. I'm really interested to see, you know, what games did you guys start out with? What was your favorite system of all time, and all that stuff. And remember to give this video a like rating, because that'll really help us get out. If we get 1,000 likes again, I'll be doing the open lobby this weekend, which will be tons of fun. Make sure to follow me on Twitter and Facebook so you can be notified when I'm doing that on the Xbox. Those links will be in the description. And that's about it, guys. Hopefully you guys did enjoy this video, and you see we're losing by quite a bit, but here's the final scoreboard. We come back and win the game, which is an epic comeback, and hopefully you guys did enjoy. And that's about it, guys. And as always, subscribe for Cookie. I'm out. Peace.